Good evening, my name is Adam Marwood, they call me the Zotmeister. Welcome back to Tactician Tuesday. Battle 5 of Power DoLLS. It sounds so nice on paper. Nice, pleasant little mountain hike, but, yeah... This did not go well for me at all in practice, and I know I've been saying that all along. No, this was truly horrible. So, I don't know. Do not have high hopes for this one. First a little plus for you here. As I've mentioned, this game has been remade before. You might wonder what the characters look like on a more modern system with the art updated, something closer to HD. And, well, that's actually what you see on the screen right now. This image assembled by the Japanese website Dengeki Online, which you can read for yourself if you squint carefully at the watermark along the bottom. Depicts all 21 of the original Power DoLLS. And these are their portraits as they would appear in the original game, but touched up and enhanced. And I believe these are the ones used in the most recent release, in Power DoLLS 1, so to speak, for modern PCs. But I could be mistaken on that. At any rate, no pixelation artifacts here. They look a lot nicer. Two of these you haven't seen yet. The two down here. Actually, I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor here. You probably can't. Bottom left corner, one to the right. They will not be showing up until after this battle, and then that would be the lot. Would be all 21 of them. The ones that are decked out in green, the top row, and then the second and third on the left, are all the ground units you start the game with. All of those in gray are ground units that show up later, and then the 5 in black on the bottom row are the pilots. And we do actually have all 5 pilots right now. We do have 2 more ground units coming. We have 19 of the 21. Alright. Wanted to show that off. A little something that I found. I can put that away. And bring up the app of the night. So a bit of warning about the rest of this episode in advance. This is going to be a longer battle. As a matter of fact, I need to sit and wait for something to occur starting at turn 14, I think it is. So you're not going to be seeing much battle for a while, because I won't be getting into any before then. So if the loadout of my team and a nice, quiet, peaceful trek through mountains and forest doesn't interest you, and I wouldn't blame you, I am perfectly fine with you skipping this whole first half of this episode and rejoining me for the second. Obviously, if you're watching the VOD, this is going to be easy to do. Those of you who are here live, you might want to go back to watching Lord BBH for a while. I don't blame you at all. Completely understand. But for those of you who want to leave this on in the background for whatever purpose, feel free, go right ahead. I'm going to be talking as if the world were watching, regardless. Hello, Sequoia. Good to see you here. And I did say hi to everybody else before I started. King Cool, Estes, Kraid. Greatly appreciate your presence here. A hiker simulator? I know there's a mountain climbing simulator. I don't know about hiking, though. Mountain biking, I know, is out there, too, but I'm not sure about hiking on foot. Hey, Brimcon! What would be worse, waiting for 100 plus units to move in XCOM DOS, or oh my word. You and your open XCOM. I don't know. I can't say. That is a fine question for which I have no answer as of this time. Okay, mission code name Mountain Hike. Amusingly, the Google Translator, when it sees the Japanese name of this mission, translates it as Mountain Haiku. But, yeah, no, it is a mountain hike. Enter the valley through the mountains to the east, eliminate enemy positions in the northwest highlands, and pull back through the mountains in the south. Status. Ooh, pardon me. I might need to get that drink sooner than I thought. And a cough drop. My beverage count actually stands at 0 right now. A ridiculous rarity for me. Enemy troops are setting up base in Hogan Valley. The natural fortress built into Corvette Mountain is strong. Purpose: attack Hogan Valley, which is the weak link to Corvette Mountain, before enemy troops can bunker down and turn the valley into a fortress. Whoever controls the northwestern highlands controls the only road into the area. Your mission is to take out the enemy positions on the highlands and occupy the area for at least 30 minutes. It really looked like something got skipped there. Oh, nope. An entire mechanized infantry company awaits you. Enemy strength is estimated at 2 battalions with heavy weapons. We will try to provide some artillery support, but it's doubtful. The enemy also has air superiority in this region. Valley is completely in enemy hands. It's nearly impossible to provide you any kind of support. We're losing the air combat, so any preemptive bombing is unavailable. There is only one plan, Plan A, here, this battle, and here we go. Yeah. You must carry out this mission by foot. The hike through the mountains on the east in order to attack Hogan Valley will take 4 days. We wanted a rapid deployment for this mission, but all our air support are engaged in combat right now. The number 1 Special Mechanized Infantry unit was assigned for this mission, but they are unavailable. This mission is now on your shoulders. Move into the valley and attack the highlands immediately. How about no? Completely destroy the enemy positions and occupy the area for at least 30 minutes. Head back into the Corvette Mountains after completing your mission. The Southern Mountain Pass will make an excellent getaway. Hide in the mountains until we can come for you. There will be preemptive bombing runs before you begin your mission. There will be plenty of air support throughout the mission. Which sounds like the opposite of what they said earlier, but it's complicated. We'll get there. Enemy positions are strong with advantageous topography, making them nearly indestructible. It will be up to you when to attack. You may want to wait for additional air cover, but that will give the enemy time to regroup. Decide appropriately. I choose the latter. I practiced the former. It was not pretty. At all. Okay. So, we have one ground troop team, one air support team. That's it. 2 deployments. We don't even have a carrier for Team Silver Fox, because they're hoofing it there. This mission will start with all of my units just spawning, basically by the somewhat south of the, eastern middle edge of the map. And, it apparently took them 4 days to get there, and it's going to take them, about 90 minutes in order to get up to where I want them to be. And there will be 0 enemy opposition in the process. Gonna be a nice, slow walk. Yep, only one plan. Just the one. The fact that we don't have a carrier does mean that I get to include everybody in this. Am I missing a pilot? I am missing a pilot. Don't think I realized that happened. Who am I missing? Melissa Rutherford. Did Mel get shot down last mission or something? No, why I'm not... Oh, no, there she is. It just didn't... The bar is full, but yet I can still go down a page. It's a little weird sometimes. Okay. Thankfully, I have even more of the new model armors, more loaders. Got 5 more X-32s, and I now have the assault version thereof. I have 3 of them. That is a total of 8 beyond what I already have assigned to people, which is 4, 5. Okay. This gives me 13 new style loaders. Go ahead, ask me how many pilots I have. Hey, Swordmaster, how many pilots do you have? Thank you for asking. I have 14. Down by 1. So somebody's going to have to be in an old one. Okay. But everybody else gets to be in one with nice, neat blue trim. But I'm going to start by setting up the pilots. They are 100% air support here. They are all going into fighters. And they are all going to carry a bunch of bombs and/or rockets. I'm going to load down on this because once... There will be a sizable delay before they can enter the battle. But once they do, I am going to be needing them to bombard the crap out of that mountain so that I can go in there and take it over. Okay, so, I think I would rather have the wide radius than the strength. I'm going to start bringing lots of L-bombs. D3. Wide radius, because I'm going to be doing a lot of blind bombing, essentially. No, not anti-air missiles. Bombs. Yeah, this may very well end up becoming a battle where, I would wish I had your advice in advance. I expect this to go very poorly. But... yeah, that's the fun. I could probably just skip this battle entirely. And be fine as far as the overall campaign is concerned. I don't want to do that. What fun would that be? Alright, and here... looks like I'm going to have to arm myself with one other kind of bomb. Jeez, otherwise... loaded, yeah. That is a lot of bombs. Okay. Let's get them all into Meteor. This, at least, is a battle where I get to bring absolutely everybody. Grand support. I'm sure that was supposed to be ground support, but, yeah, the katakana probably got mistranslated there. Grand support. Okay, well, they'll get to come along. So, now the question is, how am I going to divvy out the mechs around what I have here? What I would like to do is establish a number of squads here. Those that are going to be in the assaults, due to the simple fact that they don't have shoulder-mounted equipment, will be the fastest units that I have, and I'm going to end up basically using them as the scouts. They're going to be at the front, they'll have the most hit points. If something gets in their way, they should be able to just crush it underfoot. Their idea is going to be get within range of the mountain, find the enemy, and then start calling in the strikes and protect the rest of the team's approach. Those that are going to be in the standard X-32s are basically going to be armed for bear, with an emphasis on long-range strikes. I want to try to pick the enemy off with them, rather than get up in their faces. This is not a battle where I will be equipping my beloved Smine to anybody. I might even pack a few smoke cannons, just to have additional cover options. Because this is a battle where there will be enemy artillery. And if I stand still in one place, they will get trashed. Absolutely demolished. My third squad will mostly still be X-32s, but there will be one slower unit among them. They are basically just going to be the backup plan. If anybody needs rescuing or if I have the need for more points to do some radioing and whatnot, they're gonna be the ones that stay back and, well, essentially make sure I don't lose absolutely everybody this battle. We'll see how it goes. Okay, the ones that I want in the recon group are those that are very good at close combat, but are not necessarily good with ranged weaponry. And that means Moth-Ilhathi first and foremost. So let's get her. She's already in an assault, actually, the old style. Let's get her in one of the new style ones. Okay, I do not have a lot of Gatling guns kicking around. They're my strongest handheld Type D1 weapons, so these are the units that are going to get it. And they are going to actually be my scouts, so they get the sensors. Go figure. She is the most obvious choice. Very high close combat scouting and defense, and very low accuracy. So there is that. That's how that works. As far as who else fits that role, it looks like it's going to be Yao and Anita as the two others that are closest to that archetype. Let's get Anita set up. She gets a Gatling and a sensor. And I'm going to need another Gatling. Alice is carrying one for the moment. Let me just remove that. That is going to go to... I'm going to try, yeah. I'm going to try to do this at range for most of my units, anyhow. But these three are going to be scouts of sorts. Okay. So there are my my assault scouts. As odd as that sounds, I am out of X-32Cs. Everybody else gets in an X-32. There will be one exception. How many did I lose in practice? Approximately 75%. I think that's the best way to phrase it. So, yeah, I'm going to try a very different strategy here. Very different. I already have quite a few units in X-32s. Going to put more of them in X-32s. Okay, as far as arming them is concerned, I'm going to handle that in a moment. Okay, Kurai is very accurate, but not very good at scouting or close combat. Her defense is only kinda middling. So how about we put her in a two... No, he will never use that again. I guess I'll give her an assault. As a matter of fact, yeah, I do have another Gatling gun I can give her. And it won't be as valuable, but let's go ahead and give her a scanner. Anyhow, maybe I could... Oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? No, she's totally... I'm thinking completely backwards here. Yeah, let's put her in a, let's put her in a classic X3A here. And, I will load her down with long-range weapons, and hopefully she won't have to get anywhere near the battlefield directly. Okay. My scouts are already set up. Time to get my main force armed, and I may as well start with Hardy here. I am going to be relying heavily on R-type weapons, but everyone should always still have that D1 available to them. I might need a moment to think about this. Shoulder-mounted weapons. We do have some... We have a new submachine gun, a new handheld submachine gun type here. The DSG-11 is pretty much straight superior to the, well, actually, not really. Compared to the original DSG-10, it's 2 fewer bullets and slightly less accurate. But it is stronger against ground targets, and in both cases, ground and air, its range is wider. Yes, these are the rifles. These zero-type weapons are the ones you can use precise aiming with. Those might be useful a little later, but not to get things properly started. Grenades. The M61. Slightly less accurate, but more damaging. And I can fit more of them. I get 10 shots instead of 8. I've got plenty of these new submachine guns. I think I'm going to go ahead and arm one. The shoulder weapons that are going to really decide things here. A shoulder-mounted Gatling gun would certainly cover that, but I'm going to need both shoulder slots for things that are decidedly more effective. I'm thinking these anti-tank missiles and rockets. These are going to be the way to go. These have the advantage of a splash radius, really nice range of 12. They don't have a lot of strength. Strength comes with these missiles down here, and they're not as accurate as I would like. All the same, they're an interesting option. These are probably going to be the bread and butter of this mission here. The higher up we go, the longer the range is, the stronger it is, and the more accurate it is. but the fewer shots we get. We get 6 shots of this one here, the 15, but only 4 with the 25, and only 2 with the 35. And we're also increasing this AP load as we go. And that is a significant problem. This is going to be a battle where I'm going to need to keep groups of units together. Watching their adjusted action points and trying to keep them relatively close to each other is going to be kind of important. I know this because during practice, I had one unit that only had 13 action points a turn. And, yeah, they basically never became useful. So I need to make sure I don't do that. It might be nice to include one of these cannons. If I get on top of the mountain, those will suddenly become a bit more useful. Being able to snipe at long range from the top of the mountain. But I'm more concerned about getting up there. I'm thinking that this middleweight missile might be the way to go. That's probably overkill. Especially for the AP load. Something tells me that is going to be the way to go here. I think I'm going to save smoke for the rear guard. The ones that will be phoning in the artillery. Those that are going to be a little closer to the mountains. I think I want to have the rockets be the second option. Better for taking out the smaller vehicles. Have some splash range. That and good distance on them. I only have 4 of these. But I think I've got some already equipped to others. Okay, so Hardy's got the DRU-25 and the rockets. Submachine gun. And I'm pretty sure that what I want her to have in this hand... grenades. Let's make them the good ones. Her adjusted AP is 26. I think that's going to be a pretty good standard. I should double check here. Yao's is 35. Okay. Who else is in that scouting squad? Anita, 32. And... oh, right, Mothil. 33. Okay, so they're all in the 30s. Hardy is going to be 26, and that's probably going to be the high end, simply because this is Hardy we're talking about. The others, I probably want to keep them around, 22, give or take. I might need to tweak what kind of missiles someone is carrying in order to give them a bit more. Actually, you know what I could do? Could have Hardy be the one that carries the big missiles, just in case. And then I can more appropriately choose for the others so that everybody's right around 24. I think I'll take that approach. Okay. 24 is the target. Okay. Akasu. You already have rockets armed. Let's give you that. Not a Gatling. Submachine gun, not a sensor. Grenades. 24. Perfect. Julia. Rockets. Anti-tank missiles. ESG-11 and grenade launcher. 22. Alright, so in your case, let's go down to the DRU-15s. 24. Okay. We've got a nice little variety going. Okay, Huang. Let's see, those who are less adept at close combat should probably be prioritized for the rear guard. Just in case. So with that in mind, I think the next one I'm going to deck out, yeah, will be Alice, who, despite how far down she appears on the list, is actually one of the strongest units in the game. I think she can carry 35s, actually. I'll find out. Nope. There we go, that's 24. Okay, so that was 3? No, 4. 3 scouts, 4 long-range middle team units. That's 7 total. That's only half my units. Man. Okay. Selma can totally join the main group. Machine gun. Grenade launcher. That's the last of the M60 ones. Oops. Rockets. Reload of 3, huh? Okay. Here we go. So it's 3 scouts, 5 main team. And the rest I'm a little more encouraged to hang back with. Especially since, yeah, Michiko is the only has the highest close combat left. She's got some defense and scout, but she's very inaccurate. Some of these others can shoot better. So I think at this point it's going to be more of a hang back type. Well, well, let's see. Let's see how this goes. I think in her case, it's gonna be a little more important to have, I am still going to want rockets. I think in this case, though, actually give her a shoulder-mounted Gatling. And then she can carry a rifle. This mission... Yeah, thank you for asking, Estes. This mission is actually perhaps the first without a major time-based restriction on it. If anything, I need to sort of sit and wait before things properly get started. There's no actual upper limit. I can spend quite a bit of time on this mission. I can relax. This one mission is probably going to take 4 hours. It's going to take the full night. So this will actually be a 2-part episode. You could probably skip the first part, but yeah. Well, Jod, good to see you. Oh, man. Let's see. Thank you so much. It still amazes me that anybody supports this channel at all sometimes. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Remaining a guardian of my channel for a second month. Greatly, deeply appreciate that. With that move coming up soon, I'm gonna have to start paying rent. It's all going to make a big difference. Every little helps. Okay. Man, I'm sick of this music. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna give her, take a slightly different approach here. You know what? I don't think I like this idea after all. Let's go ahead and give her the submachine gun and grenade launcher, although she's gonna have to use the lesser type of grenade launcher that I've been given to the that I have been giving to the others. This slot, I think I actually want to put long-range direct weapon on cannon here. I think I like this idea. 88mm. Once the rear guard manages to get up onto that mountain, hopefully they'll be able to take good advantage of the sniping, as it were. 20 action points, that's good. That's a good target to shoot for the others, I believe. Hey, let's get the others set up accordingly. Everyone's getting rockets. 88mm. Submachine gun and grenades. 19, that's close enough. Okay, Marge. Submachine gun. Grenades. I am finally out of rockets! 88mm cannon, and I wanted somebody to be carrying smoke, so I guess you can do that. 21 is, well within parameters. Subby, grenades. We're going to, oh dear. Warhammer, I tell ya, I have never played a Games Workshop tabletop game for a very, very simple reason. Not once in my life have I ever witnessed anybody having fun playing one of them. It always seems to come down to disagreements. Each and every time. Your mileage may vary. If you enjoy them, by all means. More power to you. Okay, she's gonna have to use the 105mm cannon because I'm out of the 88s. And, she's got plenty of AP left, so, guess what? She's actually getting some anti-tank mines. She could squeeze into the, anti-tank missiles, excuse me. She can squeeze into that first group, potentially. Sort of a flux, as it were. She's also very accurate, so, possibly the same deal here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, she's got 4 to spare. There we go. Okay, finally, everybody is fully equipped and armed. Yeah, she's the one that's not in a more modern loader. Okay. And now I get to load each and every one of them into Silver Fox. And no, there's no faster way to do this. I have to click on each and every one of them individually. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. Want a bet in your suggestion? I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I know. That's why I gave a warning at the beginning, Millennia. And it's probably going to be another hour. It's probably not going to be any real action until after my break. Alright, I'm saving it. Seriously. Go back to Lord BBH for an hour. I don't mind. You're not gonna miss much. See you again at a little after 11:30. Okay. Here we go.
Finally we made it. Okay, everybody, we'll stop here for lunch.
Alright. Mission begins at 6:30 a.m. Here we are. I've got lots and lots of air support coming my way. In 14 turns. I am going to be spending these 14 turns moving along the outside edge of the map. We're gonna go straight due north and then due west across the top. There's an enemy group in here somewhere. I'll never see them. I'll never wake them up. It's gonna be all about claiming this area here, getting all the enemies out of it. And then, once I've done that, I have to sit there and hold it for 6 turns. And then I get to move on with my life. Well, okay, here we go. Big, long march northward. I'm serious. There's gonna be little to see. You have been warned that I have to do it all the same. There will be plenty of action once I get there. If there's anything someone in chat would like to discuss, I know that some of you are addicted to non-sequitarianism. This would actually be an excellent time to practice that. Because there's not going to be a whole lot to see or do here. As I'm simply moving my units one by one around the outside edge of the map. Hey Surfantizer, good to see you here. I will be getting them eventually. But this battle is going to start with a long walk. Waifus on the move, yes. Alright, so, completely random thing to mention. Most of the characters' names are at least somewhat seemingly familiar. Of course, the nature of this game, the background, planet Omni and whatnot, it's... To refer to nationality of anyone is really only of ancestral significance or import. But clearly, the individuals do have, a semblance of nationality. Their names would imply a certain ancestry. There's one character in particular whose name sort of stumped me. I had no idea. She's actually one of my favorites here. Mafil Hathi is a name that I didn't have the foggiest as to what its origin could be, so I looked it up. As far as I could tell, neither Mafil nor Hathi is an actual name, per se, but both are words. And they are both words in the same language. Mafil is extremely difficult to translate into English. Perhaps the closest would be chamber music recital, something along those lines. Sort of a private gathering, some folk music, possibly some dancing and poetry. Hathi is straight up elephant. As a matter of fact, you may recall one General Hathi from the Jungle Book. Both of these words are in the language of Urdu, which would imply that Mafil Hathi's ancestral nationality is Pakistani. I just thought that was interesting. As a matter of fact, if you look back to the image I showed at the start of this stream, and check the VOD later or something, I think you'll actually see that her skin is slightly darker than the others. Accordingly. Given that the origin of the Omni denizens, that their ancestry is supposedly the idealists, the free thinkers of the world, I happen to think that's a particularly interesting little, unspoken backstory they put in there. And that was literally the only random thing of interest that I had to possibly share with you during any of this. For those of you that mysteriously are still here and haven't wandered off yet, that was the one thing I had for you. I mean it, I am serious. You're not going to be seeing anything for a while yet. You have been warned. Duly and repeatedly. You may notice I am using quick movement. because there's just nothing here. Yep. There will be air support. Oh my word, will there be air support. But it's a long time coming. Meanwhile, we're just going to skirt around everything and get into position. Most of the enemy opposition will be at the southern end of that mound. So we're going to be attacking it from the north. They'll never expect it. At least, given how far I need to move them and how long this is going to require, the squads will naturally separate themselves out. The faster ones will naturally get to the front, and the slower ones will naturally lag behind. Gotta love that bar at the bottom here. Only 2 spaces left. They will be filled at the end of this mission. That will be the last 2 we get. Yeah, apparently there is something akin to a level up system in this game. As you go from battle to battle, power dolls actually do get stat improvements. Small ones, but all the same. Seems almost negligible, but apparently, come next mission, those that manage to hang around beyond the end of this one, just from all the moving around that they have to do here, they will end up with more APs per turn to use. I can totally cut across here. I'm going to start selecting them with the bar at the bottom. Apparently, the amount of APs unadjusted that a unit can have can actually go as high as 50. Getting somebody there by the end of the campaign is not necessarily easy. But this battle in particular is one that you could theoretically leech. I will be doing no such thing. But, it is all the same. Something you could do, since this one doesn't have a time limit. You could basically just, once you've gotten things safe and secure, just start moving back and forth. People run in circles. It's the theory, anyway. Well, thanks, Jod. Especially for the first half of this, that's pretty much all that can be expected anyway. Go. I would keep talking if I had something to talk about. But I kinda don't. At least nothing appropriate to the game. I don't know why anybody would suffer themselves, Crazy Kong, but more power to you and congratulations all the same then, Sheiks. Wish you best of luck in that. Look how far we can run. Even once they get there, they're gonna have to sit and wait. Yes, if you wanted to take the grinding approach to this game, make it as easy as possible to complete, this is the mission where you make that happen. This mission is going to take a long time. Anyhow. Just the very nature of this battle is such that it's going to be time consuming regardless. But if you wanted to make it even more so, make this your farming map. That would be pretty much optimal. Especially given the importance of melee in this game. High AP is life. At least they give you somewhat pleasant music for this mission. This pleasant little mountain hike. Yeah, MIDI music. Sounds about right to me. Bury these in the forest here. Let's escape under cover of afternoon in the biggest car in the county. Not sure why Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie, just suddenly came to mind, but there you have it. Doing an admirable job of grouping up here. Pretty much exactly as I wanted. Oh, I wasn't apologizing. Oh, there go my piano lessons. Oh, I can't remember my dad. Hey, GTF. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, I gotta do something. I mean, watching N-Sheik's farm points in Donkey Kong Jr. is more entertaining than this right now. But it has to be done. It is a prerequisite. And I can't, like, not stream some portion of this campaign, so here we are. No, seriously, if you are watching this on the VOD, you're a trooper. Thank you. Well, I would also ask why. Maybe you're watching it at double speed and it's actually entertaining. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not exactly enjoying this. This part, anyway. This kind of lulls you into a false sense of security, too. Once the battles actually start, it's gonna be brutal. Well, yeah, I could. But you see, I actually want to win. I've done enough losing in Tactician Tuesday. I don't want to do any more losing. Oh, it'll get interesting. It's definitely going to take a moment, though. We're getting there. Well, thank you for that, Jod. I suppose I do feel a little better. Yes, if at first you don't succeed, redefine success. I've definitely heard that before. 6 turns down. 8 to go. It could be worse. I mean, my entire Warlord Wednesday episode last week was grinding. Alright, I don't think I really... I suppose I could inch forward in the forest, but... they're actually getting close to the destination now. Let's go by the bottom. Yeah. Braveland Wizard. I thought it was gonna end last week, and then a grind fest happened. But there should be some very good actual progress tomorrow. That should actually be the final night for it. If you missed it last week, all you need to do is just watch literally the final battle on the VOD. That's the only one you need to see. All the rest was grinding in an arena. Literally, just the one battle. The entire rest of that episode completely skippable. You want to, like, see how I leveled up or something, sure, fine, but really, you can just pretty much skip to the end. Unfortunate that that sort of thing happens. These games every now and then. Oh, there we are. Yes. Oh, oops. Was able to move one hex further from where she was standing. Well, I say further, but really backwards. Yeah, that's the turn. Yeah, I was hoping to not have to do any grinding. I didn't have to for the original Braveland didn't have opportunity to do grinding. Unfortunately, they kind of changed it. Alright, well, I think that's about as close as I can get. One at the very edge. Once others have caught up and I'm getting closer to where I can call in the artillery, then I might be able to do some, peeking ahead. Try to find someone. For now, we're just, up in here. And meanwhile, everybody else gets to advance. My main squad here. They're long-range rockets. That time of night again, is it? The auto hosts are rolling in. There is no hour on the internet? What? There is no I in TEAM. That's the turn. Alright, her shield's already up. Let's get yours up. I'll start going through the list by the bar so that I can skip those that are already shielded. What DK Jr. hate? Heck, I just said something that's, You yourself have said that, watching point pressing is, like, worse than watching paint dry. But, I think that would actually be more entertaining to watch than what I'm doing right now. But that's just me, I guess. I'm deeply appreciative of for those of you who are actually here watching this live right now. You're all great troopers. I do greatly appreciate the company. Okay, I think in your case, we're gonna go here. Having to do it, yeah. And everyone should either be just about out of points or shielded. Yep. Point leeching is pretty boring, yes. Mind you, moose bites can be pretty nasty. Painful to watch. Well, if it seems like it's just going to all go horribly awry and there's nothing I can do about it, I could always choose to abort. But, I really hope it doesn't come to that. Now, I did not find myself practicing this nearly as much as I would have otherwise hoped. I had a bit of a debacle with an errand that I was trying to take care of. Something that was supposed to only take me a few hours ended up occupying my entire day. And, I lost time. Was that everybody? Yep. Oh dear. Now, I am well aware of the effects of choosing to abort a mission. I do know how that works. In this game, there is a failure percentage that the game tracks. Basically, the likelihood that the War for Independence will be successful. The first few missions, no matter how they go, it will be invariant. You can choose to abort and you still move on to the next one. But eventually, that stops happening and the game shows you what the percentage is, and it's based on how well you've done up to that point. The remaining few missions are of variable difficulty. If you did not do so well earlier on, those get harder. Hey, and Shakes, thank you for that cheer. I greatly appreciate it. In about 20 minutes or so, things will actually start getting interesting here. And unfortunately, I'm going to be going on break just as that happens. I will definitely put other music on for you while I step away to replenish my beverages, stretch my legs, and use the potty. Yeah, this is... None of the music in this game is really, like, amazing, astounding standout, but at least this is a nice, pleasant track. Given what you need to do in particular. Yeah. Not a problem. Hopefully I'll see you in about 20 or 30 minutes when things actually get interesting. If not, take care. Catch you next time. Alright, you're close enough. You're on the screen. I can go ahead and activate the shield. Whoa, 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 wait, no. Oh, you're still too far back. For you? Okay. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to be going on that break slightly early. Only slightly. That whole use the potty thing is, something I should consider prioritizing. I sincerely apologize. Oh, man. When it comes to great game with bad music, Rekka immediately comes to mind. Holy crap. Don't use tight. I'm not that old. I know I'm in those middle-age years, but I'm not that old. Alright, 7:35. Things are going to start getting interesting starting next turn. So, I'm going to finish out this turn and then go on break. so that once I come back from break and start the second half of the episode, the fun starts immediately and none of it's been missed. I warned you all in advance. Oh, you can shield up too. Catheter go fun. Oh man. I don't even. I just don't even. Like there's only one left. Huh. Or Rizza. Kinda got left behind. He's lagging more than anyone else. All 14 of you. System, save game, just in case. Alright. Carefully hit Control F10. Get my mouse back. Time to put some other music on. See you again in a bit. Yuri.